Hey guys, it's Miss Guzman. I just want to talk to you guys now about physical health of soldiers after World War One. I want you guys to imagine how would your body hold up with these types of conditions of trench warfare. It would be very difficult to do so. I'm going to show you guys a slide, and on the next slide there is some pretty graphic pictures, so just want to warn you. One of the biggest effects that World War One is probably most known for is something called trench foot. Beware, warning, could gross you out. Trench foot is this idea that, well, your feet would be constantly immersed in really disgusting, dirty water full of any type of bodily fluid you can imagine, including rainwater and dirt and, well, dead bodies. Eventually, your body would begin to rot, starting with your feet. And you'll notice here that the toes are beginning to fall off this man's body. This is actually called trench foot for World War One, but this can happen to you today if you are submerged in water for too long. This is called gangrene, in which your body begins to rot off of itself. This is caused by having your body submerged in water for too long. We're humans, we're not meant to stay in water. If you were to just submerge yourself in water for a very long time, your body would eventually rot. It cannot keep up with those conditions, especially dirty water. These are pictures, sorry, forewarning, of trench foot and how many soldiers in World War One suffered from this very disgusting syndrome. What happened as a result is a lot of people in World War One had to have their feet and limbs amputated. If you look carefully, many of these men are not only missing legs but arms as well. In some cases, parts of legs were saved, but in most cases, if you had trench foot back during World War One, there was not technology in the hospital field in that you could use to save your feet. Today we have much better medical technology, but not in the past. It would just be chopped off and sewn up, and that was that. As a result, many people coming back from World War One could be recognized as veterans because they would have these random amputated legs or arms or feet or hands. Here's another picture of World War One veterans returning from home with missing limbs. Now, of course, not all World War One veterans had this, but many of them did, and it became obvious when these men returned home with these missing limbs. Again, some more pictures. As time went on, we began to have technology in which we could use these prosthetic legs, but those came with time, much later on in history. I kind of like this kind of picture where it shows, in the past, if this happened, you would use a stick to kind of keep yourself afloat. And then I know we think of pirates with hooks and things like that, but and a peg leg. But as time went on, we've been able to make prosthetic legs to a point where you might not even be able to tell that someone has a prosthetic leg. It's pretty cool that me and you do live in the year 2020, in which if something did happen to one of our limbs, we have an opportunity to still walk and live a life in which we could run and jump and walk. So kind of cool. In the next video, forewarning, it's going to be pretty graphic as well. So be ready. The next video will talk to you about mental health.